For over 130 years, from playing cards to the Switch, Nintendo has done it all. Welcome to the history of Nintendo. Nintendo was founded on September 23, 1889 by a craftsman named Fusajiro Yamauchi. The purpose of this Kyoto-founded company was to make Hanafuda cards, also known as flower cards. The word Nintendo can be translated as leave luck to heaven. Surprisingly, Yamauchi was able to market his cards despite gambling being illegal in Japan since 1633, given the fact that the cards incorporated illustration instead of numbers. At the beginning, Nintendo faced their first financial difficulties. The cause? The slow and expensive manufacturing process. The cards were also extremely durable, giving it a low replacement rate. Yamauchi thought it would be best for the company to produce cheaper and lower quality cards by a new line, Tengu. In Osaka and other Japanese cities, card games did well, so Yamauchi produced some cards there. Nintendo put its first Western-style card deck out in 1902, but some documents postponed the date to 1907. Then something bad happened, the Russo-Japanese War. The war created many difficulties for companies in the leisure department, including Nintendo. There was now a playing cards tax known as Karutaze. Despite this, Nintendo made a deal with Nihon Senpai. They were later known as Japan Tobacco. Nintendo started marketing its cards to cigarette stores all over Japan. By this time, Nintendo was known as Nintendo Kopai. Also in 1907, in order for Nintendo Kopai to continue to be a Yamauchi family business, Yamauchi had to adopt his son-in-law so he could take over the business. So Sakiryo Kaneda adopted the Yamauchi surname in 1907 and became the second president of Nintendo Kopai in 1929. By the time Kaneda became president, Nintendo Kopai was the largest card company in Japan, and by 1933, Kaneda established the company a general partnership by the new name of Yamauchi Nintendo and Company Ltd., as well as investing for a new head. Kaneda's marriage to Yamauchi's daughter produced no male children, so Sakiro planned to adopt his son-in-law Shikanojo Inaba, an artist for the company, as well as the father of Hiroshi, born in 1927. Inaba eventually abandoned his family and the company, and because of this, Hiroshi was most likely going to be the next president of Nintendo. World War II impacted Nintendo negatively, and priorities of the Japanese society had shifted after the war. During these extremely hard times, Nintendo was luckily able to be partly supported by Hiroshi's wife, Michiko Inaba, who came from a family. Additionally, in 1947, Kaneda founded the distribution company known as Marufuku Company Ltd., while Marufuku adopted the name Nintendo Karuta Company Ltd. Unfortunately, though, in 1950, due to Sakiro Kaneda's decline in health, Hiroshi Yamauchi became the next president of Nintendo. And with that, join me in part 2 next week. Thanks for watching.